Hi, George here. Do you want to make experiences like this inside of Roblox and make millions and millions of Robux? Well, I can't guarantee you'll make millions of Robux, but I can show you how to make experiences. This is going to be a whole series of videos, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these videos that will be coming up. And we're going to start off real easy, and I'll take you step by step. Now, the first step is you need to have the Roblox Studio. Go over here, left-hand side where it says More, click on that, and click on Create right here. And this takes you into the Roblox Creator Hub. And then left-hand side, where it says Learn, click on that. We'll be going through the Learn section in here and using these demonstrations. So you can always come back here and work on the demonstrations yourself. And going to Experiences right there. And the very first thing you have to do right here is get the Roblox Studio and take the tour. So that's what we'll do in this video. And first step there is just to download the studio. So click on Download and then Download Studio. And then save it someplace on your hard drive. I have a folder I made here in my Roblox folder, and I call it Studio. It can be any place you want. You just want to have access to that file. Choose Save, and let that finish downloading. Once it's downloaded, just click on that download link. You can then launch the studio right here. Now, this is going to actually do the installation for you. So it's kind of a two-step process. You download the installer, and then you run the installer to actually load in Roblox Studio. And we'll let this work through this process. And it's coming up. That was pretty fast download. There we go. Now, the first thing you'll see here should be this one right here. It's going to say your username and place. You'll have just that one sitting over here. These other ones are things that I've been playing with. As you do more learning and do more steps, you're going to be getting more of these recent experiences in here. But what we want to start off with at the top here is take a quick tour. Click on Start Learning. And the tour is opening up. And here we go. We're now inside of an experience. And kind of floating up in the air, as you can see right there. And we're also inside of the Roblox Studio. Notice up here we have a lot of buttons to work with in here. A lot of things that you can do. We have several sections: Home, Avatar, UI, Script, Model, and Plugins. You can run a test over here. Here's a play button. Actually allows you to run the simulation. And across the top left-hand side, we have our standard menus up here. There's your File menu, Edit menu, View, Plugins, Test, Window, and Help is right here, documentation and tutorials. We'll be going through all the tutorials here in their own separate videos. In this video, let's go ahead and let's do the tour. So we'll start off right here. And every Roblox project includes a place. We're in a place right now. And this example is a carnival scene with a slide game. The slide game is kind of hiding right back there. We'll get to that in just a little bit. And the aim of the game is to roll down the slide in a ball and hit the target on the far side. Let's over some water in here. Okay, choose Next. You have a rotating camera. Hold down the right mouse button or Control key and left mouse button. You can then move your mouse to turn the camera around. So this is my right mouse button. I'm just spinning my camera around like that. You can go up and down. You can just look around, let go of the right mouse button, and everything is stuck in place. There you go. Notice also you can move the camera in here. So the camera is basically your viewpoint, and moving the camera is your standard move keys in here. W is forward. A is left, S is backwards, and D is sideways to the right. If you want to pan up and down, you can use the E key. That's a pan up. There we go. Or you can use the Q key to pan down. Just like that. And you can zoom with the scroll wheel on your mouse. Just roll it in to zoom in and roll it out to zoom out. Now you can add in a lot of assets in here from the Creator Store. You can find assets in the studio using the toolbox. You see your toolbox over here, left-hand side. Click on Next. We're going to insert a ball in here. So we're going to be typing in ball into the search bar. Now the search bar is right up here. There you go. So we're searching in the toolbox. To search for ball, just type in ball, and there's ball. And here's the ball. This is free. Click on that, and it places it into your experience. We can now click the play button and then play test rolling down the slide in the ball that we just inserted. And we'll see our avatar here in the world. Let's go ahead, we'll do that one. Now the play button is right up here at the top, right there. Click on play, takes us into the experience. Here's my avatar right there. Just walk up here, E key to enter. There we go. And want to go right down that ramp right there. So I'll go forward real hard and let's just roll down. Let's see what happens, see how far I can get. I'm just holding down my W key here. Let it go ahead and roll by itself now. And that's as far as it got. Let's try it again. And not enough push. Okay. And back to the top. And then E key to exit the ball. There we go. So we tested it out. And what we need here, return to editing, and looks like we need to have a ramp in here so you don't fall off the end. So press the stop button, and it goes back into editing. The stop button is up here right next to the play button. So there's play, pause, and you want the stop button right there. That stops the experience. And since we're in a tutorial, it's taking us to the right place here to put in the ramp. And we're using a part. It's right up here. You want to have a wedge. So put a wedge in. There's our wedge. And then your move tool is right over here. So I have a select tool, and here's a move tool. And we can then click and drag this thing around to put it in different positions. We're now using the rotate tool. We'll zoom in a little bit on it like that. So click on the rotate tool. You can then use this to grab these different rotational tools here and rotate this around. And you want to have the ramp like this facing towards where we're coming from. So roll down the hill here and then hit that ramp. We now want to scale this, make it big enough so the ball can hit that. So let's click on the scale. There we go. And this we can come in and actually change the size of the ramp. I'm going to pull it clear down to the end down here. There we go. And make it taller. And again, just use your mouse to move things around. And the way for this to work is it's going to be big enough to run the ball up and flip it up over that water right down there and land into one of those targets. It could take some experimentation to get exactly right. We'll just try that as a place to start. I think that's pretty good now. Okay, well now I change the color of the ramp. So ramp is selected. You see that light outline around that. So ramp is selected. And go up here to the color button right here. Those are going to change material, color, group things, lock, anchor. A lot of options for working with your object. So click on color. It's just kind of a bluish color like that. And we're then going to fix the ramp in place. This is the ramp isn't anchored, and gravity will cause it to slip off the end of the slide. So you need to anchor this into place. So let's click on that again. Make sure it's selected. Click on anchor, and it's now anchored into place. In the right-hand side, the Explorer panel just popped up, and there's lots of stuff in here. When you're working with creating your experiences, you'll be doing a lot of stuff over here with the Explorer panel. We'll take a look at just a little bit of this in our properties section in here. We want to work with the ball instead of the ramp. So click on next, and we're going to select the ball, which is right here. There we go. And we're now going to adjust the properties for the ball. Left-hand side over here, you can see that with the ball selected, press F to move the camera to look at it. You can kind of think of that as being fine. Let's click on F, and there we go. It takes us right to the ball. And we can now work on the properties for the ball. There's a pop-up here. We have properties, and there's a scroll in here. You can scroll up and down, see all of your properties. And the first thing we want to do is we want to change the speed of the ball. On our first test, the ball went down pretty slow, and it wasn't enough for it to do anything. And we want to adjust the speed. So right up here, just type in speed, and then it takes us right to the speed attribute. Right now, this is at 50. Let's take this way up here to 200 and click outside, and that's then set. That's real fast. We'll see what happens. So we have our ramp set up. Let's now see how things work at this point. We can come back then and make adjustments if it's not correct. So back up to the play button, and we're back into the experience. Let's get back up to the ball again. And E to enter. There we go. And let's see if we can get down here real fast. Let's see if I can make it. And all right, got in the middle one. That's pretty good. So it's pretty close to what we need for this thing. And hitting the middle, I think, is pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and hit on stop and get back into editing. And that finishes off this first tour in here and working with just a few of the different areas in here in the studio. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff, but it becomes easier as you do more of these projects. We'll be working through these one at a time with you in a whole series of videos. When you're done with the tour, just click on finish. Okay, the last thing we have to do here before we leave this is to save this. Go up to file, or we can save it as to a different location or a different name. That's up to you. Let's go ahead and do a save to Roblox. Here we go. You can give it a name if you want to. I'm just going to call this one First Demo. Description if you want, the creator, and how you want to have this saved, computer, phone, tablet. I'll just leave everything checked as the defaults. I don't need team create or data sharing. I'll just turn both of those off. And then choose save. And this is now available inside of the Creator Hub. And close. Now, one thing you're going to be needing down the road when you're working with making experiences is you're going to be needing Robux. What I do is I just subscribe to Premium. I've got a video about how to do that if you want to check out that video. Another way to get Robux is I give away Robux every single week. And right now I'm giving those away in the Please Donate game. And if you want to win some Robux, all you have to do is enter the giveaway. I choose 3 winners every single weekend, and it's easy to enter. Simply subscribe to my channel. Make sure you have a booth inside of Please Donate. Make sure you have a Game Pass for 50 and a Game Pass for 100. And then in the comments on this video, put in your Roblox username, and I'll enter you into the giveaways. Once I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a really big giveaway. Okay, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.